Guys, what's happening today was trending, and what is the buzz news of today? So, one thing I'm seeing today, which has always been the buzz news since January right now, an event actually happened on the 24th of December 2019. Is still retaining its momentum, and until justice is served, man, I don't think we're going back on this anytime soon. And today I want to bring to you an overview and about what this Boson news is all about. It's about justice for Chima, the Ikoko for and police brutality. So I'm just gonna take a little clip from Dr. Bass.
Get the info, 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 get the info. Once upon a time, yo, there lived a young mechanic. He could fix any car, manual and automatic. Had a lot of jobs, you know how customers panic, so he had to hustle harder to double the daily penny. On one fateful day, drive test and he was riding on a one-way. Dog, the cops pulled him over, okay, but they never thought that he was gonna make the front page. Was wrong. The cops called him a robber and robbed him of all of his rights. They beat him up, that's even though he didn't put up a fight. And when the car owner told him that this car wasn't stolen, that's the when I had to hold him. Who gave him the rights? Nowadays, the cop is the villain, killing both the parents and the children. I think nah, I don't kill her. Go. We want justice for Chima. Beno tutu bena nyasi fana tache bena. Jiaina yasa na jia choppy my get the info, 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 get the info. Get the info, 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 get the info. Once upon a time, yo, there lived a young mechanic. He could fix any car, manual and automatic. Had a lot of jobs, you know how customers panic, so he had to hustle harder to double the daily penny. On one fateful day, drive test and he was riding on a one-way. Dog, the cops pulled him over, okay, but they never thought that he was gonna make the front page. Was wrong. The cops called him a robber and robbed him of all of his rights. They beat him up, that's even though he didn't put up a fight. And when the car owner told him that this car wasn't stolen, that's the when I had to hold him. Who gave him the rights? Nowadays, the cop is the villain, killing both the parents and the children. I think nah, I don't kill her. Go. We want justice for Chima. Beno tutu bena nyasi fana tache bena. Jiaina yasa na jia choppy my get the info, 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 get the info. Beno tutu bena.
So welcome guys. So what is actually about this justice for Chima? What is it all about, and where did it happen? What is progress on this particular issue? We are into right now, and some results we'll be discussing today. So, as you could recall, it there was a news that broke out from one from Sega Link. I think we first saw it on Sega Link Twitter, where he retweeted a post about one Chima um, Ikoku 4. So it was about a mechanic in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is southern Nigeria. It's more like the capital of southern Nigeria because it's in Port Harcourt that will have the headquarters of NDDC, and that is the city where this whole thing is coming from. And what happened was that it was a story of a mechanic who was given a vehicle to repair, and he went about testing the vehicle. According to the story, that the traffic was much, and then they decided, him and his team of apprentices, or those of them who work together. So they were driving, drive testing the car, and due to the traffic, they had to follow one way along in Port Harcourt. Can't really get the city right now. So they had to follow one way, and it got caught by this police division in Port They are cited at a very popular place of in Port Harcourt. There's a place they call My One Market. It's just in between My One Market. It doesn't share the same road to the River State University of Science and Technology. Um, Also on the other side is the Ikure Road. That is where this ICRAC is actually situated. I think there's a new modern, ultra modern market that has been built by Governor Wiki, and they are directly opposite that market right now in Port Harcourt. So that was they had the one they call ICRAC in Port Harcourt. A lot of story have been going on around that police station, how brutal they are, how they treat citizens, anyhow they like. And there's a lot of disturbing news coming out of this, which is something that has raised, that has resulted to the hashtag um, free Ikoku and the Justice for Chima. Right now, at the time of making the video, the free Ikoku hashtag is being achieved as the four people that were illegally detained in Port Harcourt Maximum Prison have been discharged by the court and they've been acquitted, and that is it for now. But another development about a new hashtag that's come up within this particular case is about 20 others that went for protests were also arrested and detained. So that is the state of anarchy in the state of impunity with the Nigerian police currently happening in Port Harcourt. They arrested somebody, they illegally detained somebody, and they tortured these guys. One of them died, and after four of them were released from custody after so much pressure and so much movement, people went in a peaceful protest to protest the killing and the barbaric killing of their colleague Chima, and they needed justice for it. Just for that peaceful protest, they were rearrested and detained illegally. So that is an update on this particular issue right now. So let's get to know what Chima actually is and what is it that's been happening within his family to date. Um, Currently, I saw on the news one of the pioneer of this movement is Kofi Bate. Kofi Bate is an air personality in Port Harcourt with Nigeria Info in Port Harcourt, and is part of those who making this thing available for us, making the news available for us, giving us updates. And from his Facebook timeline, I saw there were a lot of interviews with press release from these guys, the detained guys, and a whole lot of news coming out from there. It's so disturbing. There were news that people already died in the prison while they were there. Sorry, in the police custody while they were there. So it's really a serious issue that is happening in the Nigerian police cell, and this one called ICRAC. So the full name of Chima is Chima Ikwunado, and he is recently married to his wife, and he was recently married, and his wife is said to be about 6 months pregnant. Is pregnant for 6 months right now. At the moment this incident actually happened, and that's is left to just his wife and his born kid, his unborn son. And currently, we've seen a lot of humanitarian, um, promises going toward his family, One of them that's sort of standing for me is a guy from Alma Mater, River State University. He was the then SCG president, and he now runs a foundation called the Dark Foundation, Daminawa Foundation, and he has donated 1 million naira to the family of Chima Ikondo. And this, I think, it's very welcome development and something that would show or encourage others in the society to do, especially those who are serving senators and those who are representing us in the government. These are the people that will expect to speak up more and to show concern for such inhuman treatment that the police is giving to this guy. So, second of the update, what's happening right now to Chima's family is one popular pastor in River State. I think he's one of the it's one of the second most popular church in River State, which is the Omega Power Ministry up here. And the pastor has given scholarship to the unborn child of Chima Ekwondo up to the university level, and he's also promised to provide accommodation for the woman and the child when she gives birth to the child or something. So it's going to also open business for this woman. So those are these promises to the bereft, and I think it's also a welcome development. I know some others might have been doing things in that saying that people not, without making it known to people, which it's also a welcome development. And thirdly is yeah, so those are the updates currently with this case. There's been a lot of confession. There's been confession from these people that were detained, and if you see these disturbing pictures, if you see the narration of everything, how these things happen, how how they couple people like barbecue fish and torture people, turn them around. They even have a place in the Ikrak station detention center where they call some visa. And once they take you to that place, they treat you with all manner of, of inhuman treatment that they can afford or they can, yeah, that they can lay hands on, and they want you to forcefully tell you, to say things against yourself, and mostly that should be on record just to use it against you in the court of law. So this is really a really, really, really big and complicated case. The owner of the car that was given to Chima to repair is we've not heard from him recently. I hope it's fine and I hope he's doing well. And he should also speak up and join up those who are investigating this issue to make things more complicated for the Nigerian police and make sure that justice is served, because it is one of the primary stakeholder on this issue, on this case. And with him, I think we're gonna get the truth is gonna get to the letter, and these officers in charge of these things, including the DPO of the particular station, because I cannot believe that such kind of thing will happen in a station and DPO wouldn't be aware of it. That would be very, very awkward. And I don't think that's possible anywhere. I don't think that is obtainable anywhere. I think the DPO, the person in charge of that case, and every other officers, those who arrested them from the road, collected the money. They said about 90 something thousand was collected from this guy, this Chima that they tortured to death, and some other money collected from all other people that along that we arrested alongside Chima. They collected the money, and This is so inhuman. I can't believe that this is happening in Nigeria. There are some things that we just want to think about, like dictionary things. And, hearing these things happening is so much a big deal that we cannot comprehend. It's so sad. It's so disgusting. It's inhuman. It's condemnable in all levels. And I want to say to everyone that we should keep our eyes good into this issue. We should ensure that justice is served on this issue to the letter. We want to see the public prosecution of the officers involved. We don't want any prosecution by proxy. We don't want any prosecution, hiding prosecution. We want to see their faces. We want them to be given justice according to our constitution, according to our law. I think what they have done is an act that is equatable to, I don't know the particular law about this that could justify this, but I think the lawyers and the judiciary know what they need to do. They know what to do best to serve justice on these guys. It's so much of importance and something that everyone of meaningful coexistence, everyone of goodwill should join hands to support this in any way you can. If you want to support the family, fine, you can do that. If you want to support, tweeting about this, fine, you can do that. If you want to support those who are on the street, you can do that. You can contact School Firefighter for harcourt. If you're for harcourt, contact them and make sure that you're on top of this. Let's make sure that this justice is served on this case. I gotta think about these things, and I just don't know how to express myself. This is just one of 100 of other cases that could have happened in that particular police. Imagine, you know, trumping up charges upon people just because you want to extort from them. They don't give you money. According to the story, they gave them money, requested that they be released, but these guys refused. They refused. I don't really know what the intentions were. I don't know if they wanted to take over the car, but all those things happen. Even when the owner of the car came and said, "No, these guys are not criminals. These guys are my mechanics. They've been working for me for more than 1 year now." And even after these revelations, the police officers still became adamant. They still did their will and caused this guy to die like a chicken. Man, this is so bad. This is so bad. I call on the Nigerian police, I call on the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our House of Rep members. I call on you guys to condemn this and make sure that you follow up this to the letter and that justice is ultimately served in this issue. I wish Nigeria the best. I wish the family. I pray for the family of Chima. I pray for those who are in prison. I so much sympathize with you guy. I say sorry. Please. Make sure you get a good treatment and a good rest. And man, I assure you that justice is going to be served on this, and the police will pay heavily for this. I'm going to pay you, for this thing they've done. The police as a corporation, they're going to pay you this as an institution. Sorry, they're going to pay you, to sustain you, whatever money you spent in the police while in detention, and anyone you spend thereafter until you are perfectly fine to work. I think the police should pay you. They should pay you guys. We need the movement to be so strong so that these things could be halted. It's becoming too much in our society. I wish Nigeria the best. I wish for Harcourt the best. And I also call on Governor Wike to condemn this and follow up this case in the most possible ways. Goodbye. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell so that you can actually get updates from us regularly. And have a nice day. I wish you guys the best and a lovely day ahead of you. Bye bye.